we can use the primes for the interview.
Yes. Tomorrow we are leaving for Ireland for a trip for 5 days where we're gonna film a lot of content. And as filmmakers, we want to bring everything. We want to have all our creative tools available to us. To help me with this, I got Isak. Come on, man. What are you looking forward to?
Realizing it, how much we cannot bring and trying to do the best of it.
I want to bring this. We want to bring this. This is only the stuff that we actually think we might be able to bring. We're leaving a lot of stuff. It's looking good, isn't it? Card reader, super important. Hard drives.
And last but not least, the SD cards, right? Do you dare to even put everything on the top shelf?
Do we need lights? This is what we want to bring. Now we're gonna start from the top and discuss why we do what we do. Yay! Are you ready?
No, I'm just afraid that you're gonna break your red.
Yes, we'll be careful. We'll start with this because this is on top. This is a very small light stand, since I'm aiming to bring a very small light. And for the same thing, this is a rectangular softbox which packs pretty small. So this is the Amaran 200X. It's a really small but very powerful light. Hopefully we can fit this because it will help us immensely.
And then we have your portable favorite, right?
Yes,
This package.
this one has to come because I need to stay true to myself. Before this falls on the ground, what do we do with this? Do we keep it as it is? Do we try to bring all parts of this fully rigged as a shoulder rig?
It's beautiful, but I think we're gonna need to
Strip it down.
power is important.
Power. We have this huge E-lock battery, but it's not allowed on a plane because it's too big, so it goes in that side.
Are these ones too big for the plane?
These ones are okay to fly with because they're below 100.
They're 98 watt hours.
Yeah, and
so
I think 100 is the limit for flying.
let's double check that.
I've been flying with these before, so
Alright.
unless we bring a bunch of these batteries to power the camera. But it makes it a bit more difficult because then we need to bring this to power the monitor. Put these on the keep pile for now, but we might take them out later.
And the battery chargers as well. Right.
Yes. This is the battery charger for the monitor battery. We can actually take one of these adapters and stick it on the other charger, so we'll sort that out so we only bring one charger. We have
What are we gonna do with this? How are we gonna bring it?
So this box contains the mic's in the primes. So we have 24, 85, the 50 mounted here on the red, 35mm mounted here on the Canon. These are packing a lot of weight. They also make us kind of slow when working with them because
They're beautiful, but at the same time it's only manual focus, so run and gun is not gonna be that great.
they make beautiful images. They make us slow. We're not going to be able to work with them the way we want to work with them. So let's take the lenses off the cameras then. How do we feel about leaving this at home?
It's kill your darlings deluxe.
What cameras are we bringing? We're bringing the red Komodo. It has a Canon RF mount, which is adaptable. A plain adapter to EF, speed booster adapter to EF, or ND filter adapter to EF.
It comes super handy in daylight environments.
Exactly. So we have the 2470. We have the 7200. And then we have a bunch of like 30,
Nice.
35, 16, and 50.
We can use the primes when we want some really shallow depth of field, or the Helios.
And then, yeah, exactly. Because then we have the Helios 44 too. If we want to make some random shots that we have absolutely no control over, we'll use this because it also turned out kind of beautiful. We bring all the primes. We have this lens, which is an 1835 Sigma 1.8, which basically renders the 35mm prime useless. This is not full frame.
This is crop. So 1835 means
450
50 something.
Yes, that means we can put the 35 on that side. Alright. And I think we bring this. It's super useful to have a little bit of zoom range. Maybe we bring the 16 too if we want to go super wide.
Landscape.
And the second camera we're bringing is the Canon R5, rigged out like this. For this camera we have the photo lenses.
Almost the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
2470, 7200. The only thing will be 1635, I think.
Yes.
And then you have the Holy Trinity.
But we have the 16.
So we have the Trinity.
Actually, there's one lens we forgot.
There's never enough gear. There's always something more.
Catch. This lens is a beast. It's a 50 to 100 1.8 from Sigma, and
What's cool about this one is it's not extending when zooming.
No.
So we could actually put a focus motor on this one.
It's super heavy. It's maybe 2 kilos or something. We'll keep it on that side for now.
Because then we have 1835 1.8 and 50 100 1.8.
Yes. And this camera we bring, not sure how much we strip it down yet, but we definitely bring them. So the plan is basically that we have 2 cameras for production. We have the red Komodo for controlled situations where we can work in peace and quiet and we have time. And then we have the Canon R5 when we're out on adventures shooting stuff where we need to move quickly. And then we bring one more camera.
The Sony A7 III. It's starting to become an oldie, but it's really light and easy to use. And for the behind the scenes and vlog.
We're basically gonna stick this camera into auto mode and just roll all the time. Just always ready to record some funny moments that occur behind the scenes.
We don't need to sort out what's behind the scenes material, what's hero film material, what is B cam material. We have one camera for each thing.
For each purpose. And then of course we're gonna bring a drone, and hopefully this time I won't crash it into a sandy beach. The drone comes along.
2 drones?
You bring a drone too?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 drones, so we can have a battle. This little contraption I figured out just the other day that I could put this fluid head on the 5K GorillaPod. Super good run and gun tripod, which you can just stick under your camera and you carry the camera like normal, and then you can just put this on the ground wherever you like to get a steady shot. And if you don't want a handheld shot, just do this. This is gonna come along as well.
And you can also use it.
It's a super heavy vlogger tripod as well. Right now we're recording this on an FS7, an old FS7, and it's sitting on the tripod we want to bring.
Yeah.
As the primary tripod, but with this one comes along and that tripod goes along. And then we have this. This is a Rode Wireless Go dual system with a little charging box. Super convenient to have them all charging in this device, which is also a power bank, so you can charge your phone with this. Bring some microphones, cables. So this on this pile. Everything goes on this pile, don't you think? Yeah, it's a bit worrying.
You want to talk about storage?
Storage is a problem.
You're starting to fill these ones up pretty fast when you're using your red Komodo.
Yes, these goes like cornflakes in the morning. One shooting day, it's about 1 terabyte of data. If Synology watches this and wants to sponsor us with a proper solution for not having to do this, we would be so grateful. That was today's wishing for a sponsor message. Every day before you go to bed, you have to empty all your memory cards, otherwise you have no idea what you're doing the next day. This is a funny one. This is my running headlamp, and it has a super special purpose. And I'm gonna show you. Because if we're filming Isak standing here,
maybe we have some like dreamy sound effects on here as well. Yeah.
so that's why we bring this one. If you have a boring shot and you want to make it more interesting, you can add some flares.
So we're having like pro mist filters and lens hoods and everything just to flash a beaming light right into the lens anyway. So.
Yes, and talking about that, this is the matte box. I think we're gonna use it on the red komodo mainly. You have different filters. You have a circular polarizer here, and then you have ND filters with mist. I also have some yellow light streaks filters and stuff like that. If you want to make things even more interesting, you just screw it onto the lens. Very, very convenient.
And the there.
Heavy. And these are the filters. Not the effect I was looking for, but it's pretty cool.
I simply look confused when you do it. You know, when a cartoon character is knocked out and you see like all of these symbols running over the head.
But if
we can do that.
But we can do this. If you shine this into the camera, we have the headlamp back, and then we have the filter, and then we get streaks. This is the gold version, and then we have the blue morphic version.
Ooh.
Fake anamorphic, but it gives a super nice effect if you're shooting in the dark and you have lights coming at the camera and stuff like that.
Traffic lights.
Traffic lights are beautiful. But the filters are coming along.
So what's left on the table is the DJI RS2 Pro combo gimbal, which is super handy because they updated it so you can actually fold it.
This is the charger for the V-Lock batteries. It's pretty heavy, but it has to come along. And we also have to find a power adapter for Irish plugs for the red Komodo power cable. It's hardwired into US, and then we have an adapter for EU standard, and then this will put an adapter for the Ireland power plugs.
I thought I'd just share my bag as well.
I think I found the right plug. We'll plug this one into this one and we can charge everything. Nice. What's in your bag?
So, of course, the drone with the small controller, because I love that you don't need to have your phone and someone rings you in the middle of flying and you're panicking because, where's my drone? Then this one as well. I don't know if we'll bring it because it's almost the same as yours,
but it's super useful to have.
It's the same kind of thing. I'll bring in the Tiffin Pro Mist filter. It's kind of similar to your stuff.
Yeah, it's just very much smaller and easier to carry around.
Circular polarizer as well. Can be nice for reflections in windows or mirrors or water as well. And the variable ND filter.
Perfect. What diameter is that?
67.
67 is very, very small.
It was before I realized, maybe I want some bigger lenses in the future. And then I'm bringing my kit of wireless scope as well. It's super handy. And my favorite kind of thing as well, Peak Design anchor clips. No, what is it called? I don't remember.
I have it too.
So I'll bring this Peak Design thing. The name is here. Super handy because on your backpack you can just mount your camera on the plate and then you can just attach it.
Carry your camera here as a counterweight to your backpack instead of having to carry it over your arm or holding it all the time.
So the goal is that the camera and the microphone on top, and whenever something happens, I'll be ready in like...
You just do the limbo.
No, but I'll be like ready in 3 seconds. One thing though, our personal stuff. Clothes.
I haven't even started packing my personal stuff yet, but there will be room for a toothbrush. Otherwise, there are toothbrushes to buy in Ireland. So here we have it. This is all the stuff that we're bringing to Ireland. We are going to be there for 5 days and we're going to shoot countless of gigabytes of data, and we're super prepared for it now. This is Isak's pack and this is my pack. This contains the Canon R5 with the 7200 and the 2470, some batteries, a microphone and the camera body and some other junk. Isak's bag is this whole camera insert, basically, just like this. We've already been through that. These two are gonna be in the check-in luggage, the lights, some filters, the rig for the Canon R5, and an extra 7200. This bag contains all the tripods, softbox for the light, the gimbal, and some other stuff. And in these two check-in bags we're also gonna store like clothes and shoes and other things that we're gonna bring. So that leaves us last one more hand luggage bagging, which is not allowed really, but we're gonna do it anyway. The red Komodo, we have the remaining lenses, we have the monitor, microphones, the drone, and everything that contains a battery basically, because you're not allowed to check in batteries, and the hard drive. So we're not gonna lose this one. We'll try not to lose this one. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this packing video. So next thing is me and Isak are gonna be in Ireland. We're gonna be shooting a lot of nature and some other really interesting stuff, which we'll show you more about later on. See you in the next one. Bye bye.